All right, let's talk about the filmmaking gear that I actually use and love. No fluff, no gimmicks, just solid tools that make my shoots easier and better. Whether you're a solo shooter or working with a crew, having the right tools makes all the difference. But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jeremy Levison and I own and operate Levison Productions, a Dallas-based video production company. We specialize in the marketing efforts for local businesses and nonprofits. And on this channel, I have a host of videos, but I really love talking about filmmaking, business, and gear. So if that's something that you want to see more of, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I post more videos. With that, let's get into the first item. The first thing is the Ore boom pole. Now this is an incredible piece of gear because it has a built-in XLR, which means that when it's extended, you don't have to plug the XLR cord into the end of the mic. You can actually just plug it into the end of the boom pole, and that's a lot closer to the camera, so you don't have to have as long of a cord. And if you're a boom operator, then you don't have to have as long of a cord from your hip or anything because, again, it's right there. It's also incredibly durable. I have dropped it on wet ground. It's been smushed between light stands and tripods, and it has fallen off of filmmaking carts. So I can tell you that it has been through the ringer and it still is working. And it's an incredible tool that I absolutely love. It just makes my audio experience a little bit easier. I know there are other brands out there, so if you're looking at other brands, that's fine. I've personally had experience with Ore and I can recommend them highly. The second thing is a Manfrotto tripod. Now I specifically have some random Manfrotto legs, but the 504 HD head. And I know that because I absolutely love this head. It has great counterbalance for both pan and tilt. It's a very smooth experience for when I'm trying to film any kind of moving shots, or it's very durable and it holds a lot of weight for those times when I'm shooting interviews with like my whole 6K Pro rig. I know that everybody wants the Sachtler tripod and I get it, it's awesome, but it's not in my budget. And so this has been an incredible addition to my kit. I actually found it on eBay used for like 400 bucks. And then I found two more of the heads for like 150 each. So they are great in the used market if you can find them. They are incredibly durable. I've had this in sand, in dirt, in mud, everywhere that you can think of, and it holds up perfectly. So I can't recommend this enough. And the next thing that we're gonna talk about is the Zoom F3. Now, if you are doing any kind of audio work, I highly recommend the Zoom F3 because it's a 32-bit float recorder. It's so small, it fits on two rigs, it's incredibly portable, it has phantom power, but as I said, 32-bit float. And that has saved me in multiple scenarios, especially in events where I can't be running back and forth to check the audio. I can just set it to a decibel that I think is good, and if somebody clips, I can actually pull it back. So it's an incredible little recorder. It's actually replaced my Zoom H6 because of the 32-bit float and how small it is. I usually actually run a line out to my camera with this on the camera, and then I run the XLR into it. It's a great system, highly recommend it. Now you'll see many videos on my channel about this, but the next thing is a film cart. I use the cart from Onstage. It's like a rock and roller style cart. I've actually customized a top for it, but this thing is incredible. I have used this for a literal mobile rolling film studio multiple times. I can fit all of my gear on there. It has a great payload. It's very durable. If you get the all-terrain one, you have all-terrain front and back wheels, which means that you get even more strength. And that one actually comes, I think, with like 150 more pounds that it can hold. I wish I had invested in one of these things sooner because it has made load in and load out times so much faster because I can actually get all of my gear on the cart instead of having to go back and forth between cars. Honestly, it is an incredible piece of kit that I recommend highly. If you haven't picked one up yet or you haven't thought about a film cart, I will leave mine in the description. Please go pick it up, you won't regret it. Now everyone wants to know what camera is everyone shooting on. And I will spoil this for you. I shoot on the Blackmagic 6K Pro. I do use like the Pocket 4Ks and the Blackmagic Video Assist, so Blackmagic ecosystem, but my main camera is the 6K Pro, and I will have a whole video dedicated on this because I absolutely love this camera. but the quick highlights is that it shoots 12-bit RAW video. It has a built-in screen that is insane. It's 1500 nits brightness. It tilts and twists, well, not twists, but just tilts. And it's a 5-inch monitor on your camera. It also has built-in NDs. So you can literally just take this camera, go run around, use it as a run and gun rig, as a run and gun camera, and it's incredible. It has pretty good dynamic range, Super 35, dual native ISO. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else you need. Doesn't have autofocus. Well, actually it does have autofocus. It just doesn't have continuous autofocus. So pick your poison. And last but not least, the 600D. The Aperture 600D is my favorite light in my kit because it has saved me in so many scenarios. There are so many times that I am doing shoots outside, battling the sun, or I'm doing shoots inside, but with windows in the shot. And I can't tell you how often I wish I had something as powerful as this until I got it. Aperture is obviously known for its build quality. Its connectivity is incredible. I want to switch over to all Aperture lights so that way I can control all of my lights with the Sidus Link app. But this light has allowed me to do so many things that I used to not be able to do, so I can't recommend it highly enough. There are a bunch of different Aperture lights like the 600D, 600D Pro, 600X, 600C. I just went for the 600D. I knew that I could throw gels on it if I needed to. And for the most part, it's been pretty great. There have been a couple times where I've thrown like an orange gel onto it just to add a bicolor. For the most part, I've used it as is, and it's incredible. Now, these are my 6 favorite pieces of gear. They're, I would say, the 6 pieces of gear that have really transformed what I'm able to do. I love gear, but I do hesitate to recommend gear because I don't want people to think that gear is everything. Gear is definitely important. What I try to tell people is that the quality of gear is almost more important. I bought some budget gear in the past and I suffered a little bit, to be honest. So I do struggle recommending gear to people because my gear recommendations aren't always budget. Just understand that, but also understand that gear is what allows you to do what you do. And without this gear, I wouldn't be doing what I do. With that, if you have any questions, if you have any video topic ideas, please leave them in the comment section below. If you wanna see more of this kind of stuff, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I post more videos. I really am trying to tailor this channel to you and the audience here. So again, please, in the comments, just give me some feedback, some tips, some ideas that you have. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.